Good evening, and welcome to the Man United Agenda. Wow. What an experience we've all just had. The ups and downs of Man United. I mean, what a roller coaster of a game. We've just scraped out of it. Thanks to the goalkeeper. 4-4 at the end of the day. But yeah, what a test. And we're here to talk about the game. Plenty to talk about, but I'm just thankful that I've got two of my colleagues with me to cover this because I'm forgetful. Colm, how you doing, man? You're stroking your beard. You're thinking you're all bits and pieces, I bet, because you love United. And yeah, we're not doing too well at the moment. That was disastrous at some points, but some highs as well. How are you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I feel okay. When it comes to the game, I'm not sure how I feel. I mean, Stuart was speaking about this a minute ago. Not sure how to actually feel about that. But yeah, we'll get into it, I'm sure.
Yeah, nice to have you on, bro. But just want to say big up to Mr. B as well, doing the watch along. The emotions. This guy is so passionate, Mr. B, and to see him going through that, I think he needs to see a paramedic or something after that.
He's not the only one.
The old boy's struggling out there. Another old boy is in the house. Not so grey as Mr. B yet, but will be going soon. The way we continue like this. It's Stuart Marshall. How you doing, Stuart? It's great to see you in the house.
Stressed out, bruv. Stressed out. Oh, mate. What does this club do to you?
Yeah. I mean, look, how are your armpits? Are you sweating? Are you anxious? How are you feeling after that?
I don't know. I said to Colm earlier, I said, I don't know whether I'm happy. 4-3 up with 6 minutes to go. And then you throw it away again 2 minutes later. I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling at the moment. Yeah, but to be honest, mate.
That's entertainment. Yeah. Whether we drop points anyway. But big up to Rio in the chat as well. Rio's doing the old Malcolm X pose. That's a Freemason pose, isn't it? What's going on with you, Rio? How are you feeling, bro?
So I've made obviously the thumbnail for this. I've never had to change graphics over so many times. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm not. I don't know what to say. I'm not positive. That's one thing I will say.
Enjoy the dark side, Rio.
Rio, welcome, bro.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Welcome, bro.
No, he's gone. He's turned. Oh my days. Rio, it's great to have you on board. I'd love to hear your views anyway, because that was something special. This is special. It's a great experience. We are covering it minutes after the game, so you're going to get the true emotion. Guys, in the comments, make sure you bring your comments through. And those of you who watched the watch along as well, Mr. B, we thought Mr. B would be exhausted, passing out right now, but he's decided to join us on the show. Mr. B, fantastic watch along, bro. Full of emotion, ups and downs. How are you feeling after that, man?
Broken, bro. They've broken me. That team never ceases to amaze me, bro. We have problems with scoring goals last season, and now we're scoring goals. It's just like it's like a basketball match. But yeah, they well and truly broke me today. They broke. Listen, I said we were going to lose. We got a draw. Is that better than? I don't know if it's drop points. I don't know if it's drop points. I don't know if it's points gained. I just don't know. I don't know.
All right. Can I put your hand up quickly if you enjoyed the game?
I'm on the level. I'm on that line.
Is there anybody in the chat who enjoyed the game?
Wow. Okay. All right. There's lots to listen. We've got lots to cover. Let me just go through the comments quickly before we get into this. Manu, a fan, welcome. He's saying Keystone Cops defending. Until we learn to defend as a unit, we're not going to have any consistency, no matter how good we look going forward. And we did look good at the times today. Big up to Overhead Kick. Canny in the house. I can't do it from here. Hopefully one of the guys in the panel can actually help us out here. Let's get Canny on. Chat Sports, bizarre game. Yeah, are you excited though? Aces is laughing his head off. He's saying here, United, the gift that keeps on giving, no doubt about it. Am I cancelled? He said, no, you're not. No, you're not. Villa going to have a field day against United on Sunday. They're doing really well at the moment. We've got them coming up. Loved the first half, says Canny. If United want to stay a mid-table club with ambition or making profit off the pitch, then United are on course for that, says Chatsworth. Really, yeah, a lot to say, a lot to go through. Let's start with the starting lineup, guys. We talked about this yesterday in the preview show. Bit vulnerable, aren't we, in certain positions? But they did play Dalot on the left instead of Dorgu. They didn't start with Xisco. They played the young kid again, Heaven, in the centre of the back three. You heard my comments on that yesterday. What's the major talking point from the starting lineup? Throw it out there, guys. Just speak. Let's just have a free for all on here. Any issues, guys?
No, no issues for me. No.
Speak up, guys. Speak
Yeah.
up. Come on.
I had an issue. I was saying this in the group chat. I didn't like that we were playing Heaven and Yoro because it's just the inexperience. That's literally all it was the experience. And then we've got Ahmad next to them as well. You know, that's three quite inexperienced players all playing alongside each other. I feel like we should have had a Martinez or a Shaw playing in the centre to break that up a little bit. But I mean, I can't fault them. For the first 30 minutes, they looked solid and they played quite well. So it's just after that 30 minutes that everything went a bit shaky, didn't it?
It's a 90-minute game. A game of two halves, as a funny old game, as Jimmy Greaves would say. Remember that? It is a funny old game. And when we've seen, Stuart, you're nodding, you know about that, St. Greavesy. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed in seeing Heaven again play there. I don't know if we've got anyone else, but not to say, just seeing him start there. This is a Premiership game. Playing as the leader, the one who's supposed to be talking, leading the line, communicating, all those things there. And I just thought that was if that's all we got, then we were going to.
But yet again, I've said this the last 3 games now. Why the hell is Leach not starting? He's fit. He's one of our most experienced defenders. Maguire's not here. De Ligt's not here. He's fit. Starting, for God's sake. You can't start.
Stuart Marshall, I asked you a minute ago, you got any issues? And you just sat there like,
no, that's it. That's
right. How do you feel? How do you feel, man? Come on, tell us. Where would you start Leach then, if we had to start back 3 today?
Leach would have started in the centre of the back 3.
In the centre?
Yeah, in the centre. But he should have started. But it's I'm fed up. Yeah, but it's the same old shit. Mr. B's right yet again.
He's always right these days. Anyone disagree with that about Leach starting in the middle? Because Heaven, is he a bit shaky there? I said yesterday, don't communicate. You asking a lot of a guy to sort of lead the line in the middle there. Should Leach have started with his experience and World Cup winning medals and all that kind of thing? Is that how we should have started out?
Yeah, we should have. Like I said, we had 3 inexperience. I know Ahmad's played a lot of games, but at his right wing back position, he hasn't. He's still inexperienced there. So we have 3 inexperienced players still learning the trade, all next to each other. You needed somebody that has seasons under the belt. You know, he's played at the highest level at the World Cup. All this, that would have helped. Even if it weren't Yoro playing and it was Heaven playing instead of Yoro, that would have helped settle those guys, because we've seen, obviously, with young players, they make mistakes. They are shaky, especially when you're at home in front of 75,000 Manchester United fans. You know, we needed that little bit of experience, and that's why Yoro plays so much better when De Ligt's in the middle of him, or Maguire's there, you know, because he's got that experience to be like, it's all right, you play your game, I'm here to help you when you need it. Don't worry about it. And with 2 young players, it doesn't quite work like that, because, like we've seen it. How many times did Luke Shaw have to come across to cover? And that was the experience.
Yeah. I mean, we get onto the goals, but you talk about Martinez. Martinez was at fault for one of the goals, letting the guy come inside of him. But that's another talking point. Just quickly, Mr. B and Mr. Quiet Man up there, Rio, he's lost his voice. He's gone mute. He's so upset.
You know what it is?
Touch on these comments for me, because we want to interact with the guys. Man United fan, he's all the way from the States. Welcome, man. Nice to see you, bro. He's saying here, Euro for me had to play, but he struggled without Maguire and did it to guide him. And this is what Fulham was saying. And also, he's saying here in the States, Tim Howard, obviously he's doing the commentary over there, in the post-match panel, he said that made a good point. Until we get number 6 to run things, maybe Mainu or not, we will see nonsense like this. Just touch on those 2 points, Mr. B and mute Rio.
You can go first, Rio.
To be honest, whoever that was, bang on that comment in terms of the number 6. Bruno is a weird one, man. You either love him or you hate him. You know, he got us out of a sticky situation, but he's been our Captain Magnifico. But the ball bounces off him like pinball machines. So there was too many times in that game where it was just bouncing off him. So then they just ran through our midfield. If we had a player like a prime Tony Cruz, like a Stiller, you know, someone that's just calm, collected in these moments where, you know, our back is against the wall, you know, for 10, 15 minutes. Because obviously we played well in that first half, you know, pretty much that whole first half we dominated apart from maybe a 10-minute spell. And in those 10-minute spells, you need someone that's going to be calm on the ball. We don't have that. So it created a lot of chances for them. You know, they were able to run at our defense, and that's what led to the first goal. You know, Luke Shaw, the ball bouncing off him, that can happen. But then the inexperience of Aiden Heaven, I don't know what he's doing. You need to be going to your man. Like, don't let the man get a shot off at that near post. What are you doing? It's Semenyo. Close him down. But yeah, it can go into car wreck situations, catastrophe, if you don't have control in the midfield. So ultimately, it's still a weak point in the team.
And Mr. B, so Red Devil Studios in house. Welcome, bro. How you doing? Well, make sure you subscribe to his channel. And did he win the Brian Robson shirt? It was Red Devil Studio won the Brian Robson shirt, wasn't it?
Was it Red Devil Studio?
I can't remember what they won it.
Yeah, Red Devil Sutton. Red Devil Sutton. Red Devil Sutton. It might have been Studios, to be fair.
Yeah. Big up to Red Devil Studio. Nice to see you. Just touch on these, Mr. B. He's saying Ahmad, Lemons, and Cunha are the best players he thinks, maybe for tonight. Amran's game management needs to be better. Look, we were 2-1 up. We were 4-3 up. You should have a strategy to see games out. We're dropping points from winning positions against Spurs, Forest, West Ham, and now Bournemouth. Mr. B, touch on that.
Okay. The formation isn't conducive to keeping goals out. Let's when the game turns into a transition fest like it was in the second half, it's impossible how we set up to control a game. You can't go 4 at the back because he refuses to do it. Nah. They go 5 at the back, which it didn't happen in the second half. There was no stage where they decided, right, they were going to build from somewhere and start. Everything was up, down, forward, left, long ball, right. They transitioned on us, no problem. Once they got the ball, they transitioned on us. There was no control. I don't know how he could have coached or made the team with the players that he had on the pitch. You know, bar changing formation, which we know he's not going to do. You know, if he decides at one stage, I mean, the thing is, when we went free, what were we? 2-1 in the first half, 2-0 in the first half. 2-1. What did we do? We said we need to go for the third goal. We need to go for the next goal. So already in our head, as Man United fans and being at home, we're saying we need to go for the third goal. So I don't know what happened in those in that 20 minutes spell after half time, bro.
Yeah. We'll come on to that because obviously when we played West Ham, we brought on defenders and thought, right, let's see the game out. And people complained because we went a bit defensive, lost the ball, gave them possession away, and then they scored. But today, it was like a transitional game, like Mr. B said there. Let's just talk about the first goal because it's Ahmad and Dalot, the 2 wide guys. Dalot got crossing.
Is this going to be the show for going through all these goals?
Well, it's going to be, we'll be here all night. But
it's a 3-hour show.
Finally, we're seeing the wing backs come into play, aren't we? I mean, one guy's making an assist from the left-hand side in Dalot, and then Ahmad's coming in to score. So this is something we want to see. Less progression, surely, guys. Just fire away. Just jump in, guys, because I'm not going to pick you guys out. Just got something to say, speak your mind.
I've got nothing to say about the goals. I don't think this is the show for talking about the goals. Personally, I'm fuming. I know it's good to talk about the goals, and I know it's positive to him. We got our routine to go for the goals. I don't think it's not for today. I don't think, honestly, we will do it. Obviously, it's
Rio.
The only
Rio. Has Amarin broken you, Rio?
No. And this is the point I'm making. He coached the win. He might as well look. You know what could he have done? Gone on the pitch and put the balls in the back of the net. Yeah, but we can talk about Ahmad. I don't want to talk about him. I hate him. I'm at that level where I hate him now.
Wow.
He infuriates me.
Who?
He
Ahmad?
infuriates- Ahmad,
Wow.
he infuriates me. I'm saying it now. I can't stand him. We won't miss him. We won't miss Ahmad. We won't miss
That's
him.
personal.
And if you're
What's
gonna
he
say that if you're gonna say he scored a goal, I'm sorry. Yoda could have scored that goal. Like it was an open goal. Like it
Don't
doesn't
diss
matter.
Yoda just because you're on the dark side now.
Yeah, you got me talking about
Up the Jedi's. Who's a Jedi in the house? Come on, who's on the good side? Who's on the good side here? Stuart Marshall. We talk about it. Isn't it nice to see a goal like that? I mean, early on, nice start from Man United. We played pretty well.
I don't know. I was in the garden with a dog, letting the dog out for a wee. Do you know what? I actually missed 3 of the goals.
Oh, okay. Right, let's not talk goals. Let's talk issues then. Let's talk issues.
Let's got players issues, yeah.
So for me, Mbeumo had a bad game today. Does everyone agree with that? Come on, shout out.
100%.
Talk to me. Come on, let's talk. What's going on?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
He was very poor
He's
tonight.
got his mind in Morocco and Shisha and all that kind of thing in African nations. What's going on with him?
I just think it's something that happens. Everybody has a bad game, and this was the one. This was his bad one. He shouldn't have been. He should have been the one who came off the mount. I'll be honest. If you look at it, I think he should have come off the mount.
But was it bad up because he had a serious miss when there was a penalty shout and then he just blazed it over the bar? I mean, something like that. Come on.
And the one in the first half as well, where he threw himself at it. That was tough though, a little bit.
Talk me through that. What happened there?
He had several, didn't he?
Cunha did a beautiful kind of lofted ball, and then Mbeumo was at the back post and kind of threw himself at it. On another day, he scores it. He missed everything today, didn't he? To be fair.
Yeah.
Well, he's off now, isn't he? That was his last game, and well, we are going to miss him, but not after that today's performance by him. I think he was off today. Something was wrong with him. Who else had a bad game for you? Let's talk Ahmad because Rio's been going off. Anyone want to defend Ahmad?
Yeah, I love Ahmad.
See, I can see where Rio's coming from.
Yeah, I can.
I don't hate Ahmad at all. I think Ahmad's
hate is a strong. I retract that.
Yeah, hate's a strong word for a United player.
I think Ahmad's somebody we can use. Ahmad's definitely somebody we can use for the next 10, 15 years, however long he stays. But I do understand because he is getting so greedy, it's getting infuriating. The amount of times he's cut inside and there's been a pass that he could have just knocked it to because there's a man in space, open. He's got the freedom of Manchester around him and he tries to go for the shot instead. He does it constantly and he needs to get that out of his game. I know he wants to score goals, but...
Just quickly, sorry, Carl, Rio. Yeah. Garnacho, Ahmad, same bracket?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Are you not serious?
No, I'm taking Ahmad all day over Garnacho, but you can see.
No, I am. But Ahmad is slowly going into that category of like.
I need justification. I'm sorry. I really need justification. I'm not hearing anything to say why he's hated or what people he's going off the boil. We just talked about Mbeumo. He had a miss. He wasn't at the races. Yeah, we saw that today. He wasn't there. But you're saying Ahmad's greedy? He's saying he's taking too many shots. Come on.
Right. Let's get back into this, Yabba. Round 2, me and you. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Come on.
Because this isn't one game. This isn't one game Ahmad's done it. This has been the last 15 games Ahmad has done it.
Colin, sorry to interrupt. You're making a claim. Bullet point your claim points. What are your points to say?
He's too greedy.
You're back in Rio here. What are the bullet points between you and Rio? Give me some bullet points to say why Ahmad is off the board or you don't rate.
He's too greedy. Far too greedy. He's taking shots when there's better options.
It's poor choice shots selection. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's 2 there.
I can add some like his pass selection when he does make passes, they're rubbish.
Shot selection, pass selection.
Yeah, he's rubbish. You know, he's not exactly quick. He's not quick. He's not quick. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And he's not young.
Right, Yabba, please go back and watch highlights of previous games and just count how many times Ahmad could have passed and created a goal or took a shot and made the wrong decision. Just go back because I guarantee it'll be in the high digits. guaranteed. I don't hate Ahmad, but he is becoming what Garnacho was, because Garnacho did this a hell of a lot. He'd run down the wing, cut inside, there'd be a pass, but he'd try and take on 2 or 4 players and try and whip it into the corner, and he'd lose the ball. And that is what Ahmad's doing.
There's an overlapping player there, and he's waiting, and then he passes it, and I'm like, oh, the whole back line of defense is back in position now because you've taken 100 years to pass it.
I disagree with all of that. Mr. B, don't be quiet, man. Stuart, speak up. Where do you stand? Don't sit on the fence on this one.
I love Ahmad. Always have, always will.
Ahmad.
You've heard their points. You've heard their points, but do you believe what they're saying? They're 4 points there.
Yeah, he's frustrated. He's getting to the stage of certain aspects that Garnacho was starting to piss me off about. But I love Ahmed, and we are gonna miss him. I'm telling you now.
You know how we talk about standards. You know how we talk about standards, and I've got there's issues with my standards and how I think. I still hold that with the players. Ahmad doesn't get in top 6 teams. He doesn't get in top 10 teams. We just have him because he's
top 6 Rio, so he does.
He's the best of a bad bunch.
We could have been top 5 if we won.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
mentality of players again. Top 5, and they go, oh no, don't want that.
Yeah, we're well off now. If you look at the point situation, I think Aston Villa are so far ahead of us now. So they're sort of bridging the gap, aren't they?
We're only 2 points off 4th.
But then 4th place from 4th to 3rd is a good.
That's
gap.
not our race. That's not our race, bro. That top 3 are in a different race. We're in the one below. So if we're 2 points off 4th, I'll take that. I'll take that all day.
Oh dear.
I remember you saying that. I'm noting you saying that for our future conversations.
All right, so let's talk about game management. Look, the first goal went in, we 1-0 up, but we conceded. Is Luke Shaw to blame for that? I mean, when Semenya made that driving run and he couldn't be stopped, and the finish, can you say the goal?
It was Mount.
I think it was Mount. Mount's ball was far too heavy for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was Mount as well. He decided to play the wrong pass at the wrong time. It didn't have the right weight on it. So unfortunately, as good as Mount's been, when we signed Mount, I was like, why have we signed this waste of space? But he's completely proved me wrong because he has actually become very important for us in big games. But that was just a calamity. It were an error. Like we say, players have them all the time. It's just unfortunate that this one led to a goal.
So once Semenya got the ball, he still had to run from the touchline, drive inside and score. Why wasn't he stopped? I just had a few issues that way. I know I'm sort of...
Aiden didn't get across.
Yeah, Luke Shaw was chasing him, wasn't he? Luke Shaw chased him down. Luke Shaw were already behind him. And
should he be engaged, though, by one of the centre-backs?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Aiden should have come across. And then you see Mount shouting at the centre-backs to say, come across, before the shot goes in. Yeah. So
disappointing. So we're thinking, oh God, we're going to half-time 1-1, but up steps Casemiro, back post again. He's great with his head, isn't he, Stuart?
Yes. What's that? I think that's his 4th header from a corner this season. I think he got one at Forest, was it as well? But I mean, what's Onana doing in goal now?
I know. I was gonna say
shocking goalkeeping, wasn't it?
Yeah, so going at half-time, I did go and jump on and watch along with Mr. B. And Mr. B was saying, we were just talking as the game was kicking off the second half, and say, yeah, we just need to go out for the 3rd goal now and seal this game. It's about game management now. And then I heard, Mr. B must have been ahead of me by about a minute. I heard him cry like he'd just been like something, and yeah, a minute later, I just see on my screen that we'd conceded. I mean, come on, man. You go out in the second half, team talk in your head, keep things tight, keep things secure, don't let them come at you. And 40 seconds into the second half, what happened there, Ria?
This calamity, and it reminds me of the days under Tenag, like going into halftime, coming straight back out and conceding instantly, like shit in the bed. Like, honestly, it was drained out of me. Honestly, I'm infuriated. Why are you laughing?
Rio, I'm infuriated because you were so positive, right, before the game. we haven't lost the game, and you are now slowly drifting over to me and Column's side.
You know what it
And
is? Because Yaba, you said like, oh, did you enjoy that game? I enjoy those games when we're not part of it. So to be part of it, it's horrible. I feel like crying.
I mean, let's just talk about that. I think Bruno was the wrong side when the ball. Luke Shaw played the ball in the centre of the park by the halfway line for expect someone to pick it up. They got the ball and they turned and started running. But Bruno, he got him get in front of the guy and he was not be chasing behind him. Do you understand what I'm saying? I thought he could have angled his run to sort of cut him off before he gets away from him. He started running behind him. It's useless by that point because then it's just wide open. If you play the system correctly and you position yourself well early, you avoid transitional plays like that. He played the ball in, but a lovely finish by Evolution. Sorry. We discussed him a bit yesterday. He's only scored 1 goal coming into this game, but that was a lovely finish out of his feet. But heaven again, Lord have mercy. Boy, he gave him the freedom. He said, he had his staff out like Moses and said, you have a shot, guy. You do what you need to do. Disappointing, guys. Listen, let's not hide. Let's not hide for that because that was Harry Maguire. You'd be calling him out right now. Mr. B, can you just talk about Heaven? Colin, back me up on this one, bro. Come on, guys. Heaven, that was terrible defending.
Yeah, of course it is. And that's because he's young and he's still learning his trade. This is why I said we needed an experienced player there. If that's Martinez, he's going through him and taking the ball with him. He's like, no, he becomes Gandalf. You shall not pass. Bang, see you in a bit. You know what I mean? You're on about Moses and parting the Red Sea. Well, we've got Gandalf. We've got Gandalf the Grey and you shall not pass. But this is what happens when we take chances. Obviously, I'm not going to write Heaven off. He's a talented player. Obviously, a lot talented than all of us because we're here and he's playing at Old Trafford. But these are things he needs to learn. And if he hasn't learned those fundamental skills of, right, I can see the danger. I need to stop this from happening instead of, I don't know, whatever. He was doing the can sideways instead of going to the ball. This is going to consistently happen, unfortunately.
What I will say about Heaven, though, is, he lacks in the defensive department compared to Delit, who's been, a unit this season for us. Going forward, he's our best defender. He's our best defender going forward.
Running
into the midfield, he's going to be responsible for more goals. I'm telling you, in a good way, like for us to get more goals.
I would hear me out here, and you can call me crazy all you want. I think we should transition Heaven from centre back to a CDM.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay, so you want to keep Bruno Fernandes, who cannot defend and always is behind his man, and Casemiro, and then we've got Ugarte and Mainu, who never plays.
I cannot believe these takes I'm hearing this show. You're saying Heaven should now be a midfielder. Brian Clough was one of the greatest managers
here we go.
Years.
We're back about 50 years.
All I want, he said,
50 years.
He said, all I want from my defenders is to head the ball, tackle.
Why? Okay, why? Why can we not do this when we've got a right winger playing at right wing back?
That's all he wants from the defenders. If you play in a certain position, do your job.
Answer my question.
Don't compensate for the guy and say he has to play midfield now. Come on, man.
Answer the question. We've got a right winger playing at right wing back. Why can't we push a centre back into the centre defensive mid role? Because he's got the height, he's got the strength. Why can we not do it?
He's not agile though. I will say that. He's not very agile.
He's playing academy football. He used to play there. He used to play midfield for his academy in Arsenal, but he's not now. He's a defender now. He's 6'4". He used to
play midfield. He used to play midfield in academy.
Yeah.
So he can do it because that's where he's played.
Well,
you're just backing me up here because he has played there.
All right. But making major errors like that, it just opened up. And first of all, he's not in line with his left and right centre back. He's given the guy, maybe he thinks he's got pace, he's got recovery pace. He's given the guy to run, and then he couldn't get back. And the guy's first touch was brilliant. And that's what shows. At this level, you cannot afford to make mistakes. And that was a major mistake. And then suddenly, Casemiro, on another transitions, brought the guy down from out just outside the box. Casemiro, if Rebel was here only, he says he gets, he starts gassing out after 50 minutes. But they got a free kick minutes after that. and what a good free kick that was. But are we going to go in on Casemiro now? Where you put the boots on, still toe caps, Mr. B. Come on, man, what's going on with that?
You know me already. I'm not playing Casemiro ahead of Kobe. So Casemiro, as well as he's done and as good as he is, there's limitations to his game. I'm not sure if he's faster on the pitch than Kobe. I'm not sure if Kobe was in that position, he would have caught him to foul him. But Casemiro's an intelligent footballer. He's just a slow, intelligent footballer.
Yeah,
he doesn't cover the ground quick enough. We know what the issues are. There's no point in going into it now because we go into it every week. You know, Casemiro did the best that he could do today. It just wasn't enough.
All right. So the 2 goals we conceded, one, Bruno's wrong side of the guy during the transition. Second time, obviously Casemiro's wrong side of the play, and he had to bring the guy down. Don't you think it's an issue?
That's not Bruno. No, that's not Casemiro's fault though. I blame Bruno for that goal again. To be fair, because he lost it in a stupid spot. So Casemiro's just having to chase him, and he had to hack him down. But I blame Bruno for that goal. And then obviously there's a free kick. So then you blame the keeper because he needs to do better.
Yeah, but it's Bruno's fault because Bruno's not defensively minded. He wants to get that ball and go forwards, and then he's leaving Casemiro on his own.
No, I get that, but he lost it in a weird spot. Like it was a bad touch. It was another pinball touch, and then we were just left gaping. But
yeah, but I think Bruno.
Yeah, but I think the keeper had a bad game today. I will say that.
Yeah.
Although he saved our arse with 2 wicked.
Lemon's got me saving that free kick.
That's fair. That is fair. When you
but let's talk about free kick. Should he look? You line up your wall. And so you got the 4-man wall, and then they've got 2 players in between the 4-man wall, and then Bruno and another player beyond that. And it's obvious where he's going to hit it. So what do you do as a goalkeeper? It'll come to you on this one, Colin. Do you just if you say yourself right? If he gets it over the wall, gets the top bins, fair enough.
Yeah.
Isn't your job to cover the area, your side of the pitch, your side of the goal? Because he sort of jumped before the ball was played. Then he couldn't get over in time. He dived a bit late. I mean, come on, should he be saving that or not?
Yeah, it should be. It's my pet peeve with goalkeepers. Like obviously, when I'm not playing, I help coach down at the team I play for. And my pet peeve is when they jump before the set off. Cause it's like you're not setting yourself. You've took all momentum out of your balance and everything now because you've took your feet off the ground. Yeah. Stay on the ground. Stay on your toes. Because if it's going in that direction, you need to be able to get there. If you're jumping, you've got no contact. You cannot move. And even if it's a split second, that split second is going to be the difference when you saving it and it going in the back of the net, like we've seen today. Yes, goalkeepers need to cover the other half. Where the wall is, the goalkeepers cover the other half, but not all the way. You need to be kind of like just slightly to the side of the centre. So if it goes to I can't remember what side he put the ball in, but if it goes to the opposite side of the wall, you're there to cover it. If it goes over the wall, you can still get there. And I don't know what it is with keepers at the minute because every keeper seems to do this little jump before they actually set themselves, and it infuriates me because if he doesn't and he stays on his toes instead, he can then get across and he saves that.
Agree, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so good free kick, mind you. I mean, it was a good free kick, having it. But let's talk about free kicks and the master of free kicks. The guy that you've been dissing, it's Bruno Fernandes. Wow. I mean, I think he went that way because of Tavernier went that side as well. What a great free kick, man. Come on, under pressure, clutch time. He stepped up and delivered top bins. Come on, guys, take a bow on Bruno Fernandes. Got us back in the game.
Yay.
Firstly, it was never a free kick.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But I said in chat in Mr. B's watch along, like, you could have had 2 keepers. That's top bins. That's poster stamp. Nobody's saving that at all. So, if that was Tavernier, obviously against Lemons, I'd be like, you're not doing anything to save that at all. You could have had Casillas, Alisson, Van der Sar, all 3 of them in there, and that's still good in that corner, regardless. So, you got to give props to Bruno for that, but You know, it's the other things in his game that he needs to make up for now.
Yeah, and then we've leveled up again, but then we've gone ahead. And by this point, he's made some changes, and he's brought on Xisco, especially up front, giving us that target focus point for a striker who's got legs, he can run, he can work the channels as he did for the goal for Cunha. Work the channel. I think Mbeumo was dying out there, and he laid it on. Xisco came down the left and just squared it for Cunha, who got a bit fortunate with the defender just falling over, and it slotted it home. I mean, at this point, let's talk about that goal there. I mean, Xisco's got an assist. Really, he should have started, in my opinion. He really caused some havoc. But you're shaking your head, Stuart. Don't like the goal. I
think it was right for him to come on when he did. I think he will start at Villa on Sunday, but yeah, got an assist, good goal.
Right. How many of you were jumping up and like raving at this point when we went 4-3 ahead?
Oh, I did, yeah. Went mental.
We all were. Come on, man. The way that the game went, we all were.
That's two goals in 2 minutes. I mean, what a comeback! You see by the celebration, they were buzzing. The crowd was going off. Stu, you know what it's like at Old Trafford, and you as well, Rio. When it gets stuff like that,
it was great. I'm just surprised no one's pointed out. I'm surprised no one's pointed out that he changed formation.
I knew. I said to Mr. B in the watch-alongs that if you actually watch, we are changing.
He changed formation.
In the game.
And I was what was the formation then? Come on, talk us through this, because
we went to a 4-2-4, didn't we?
We went to a 4-4-2, and then he went to a 4-3-3.
Explain the 4-4-2 or the 4-3-3. Who was playing where then?
So he ended up. So we ended up having Xisco as a front, as a like obviously the striker. It was wild though, because everyone kept on interchanging. You had Cunha as a right. That's why I'm not sure it was. And that's why I'm not sure it was a formation change, Rio.
No, it was definitely a formation change because of the back four. Yeah, because we definitely had a 4.
So who was playing in the back 4? Who was in the back 4?
So you had the 2 centre backs. Luke Shaw had come off at that point. Dorgu come on, and we still had Delo at right back.
So that couldn't be seen as a 3.
No, it was definitely a 4.
No, hold on. No, was it Delo? Didn't Delo stay left the whole game?
No,
I think Dorgu came on.
Yeah.
He definitely changed. Whatever variation of it was, he definitely went to a 4-back. 100%.
Yeah. 100%. We did it in first half as well because Yoro kept going out to the right back.
Yeah, position. But he had to. I'm not saying it's like a big significant change. Like he's not doing it for the next game, but he had to do something. So that's why it was just a calamity.
Even Gary Neville in commentary said they've now changed to a 4-4-2. If United don't win it from here, Amorim goes, and that's what Gary Neville said.
Wow. I thought at one stage Martinez came on the pitch, so you had Martinez, Heaven, Yoro came off, and then you had Martinez, Heaven, and Luke Shaw, didn't you? At one point, I'm sure of that, and then Dallo on the wing back and Dorgu on the wing back. That's why I thought it was still a three main centre backs.
No, definitely at some point did go to a 4.
Okay,
but then, you had to...
So when we've gone 4-3 up, isn't that the time, like we did against West Ham, gone a bit defensive? Isn't that the time for the players to be mindful and start being conservative with the play? Because we were down and we've turned it round. But why is it wide open at this point? It's getting stretched. The game's stretched at this point. You need someone on the pitch to say, "Hold on, bam, let's start from scratch. Let's be conservative and let's see this game out." That was the opportunity to do it. But no, they had enough chances towards the end of the game. It was wild out there, man. It's like the Wild Wild West.
It goes back to that person's comment at the very beginning, in terms of having someone that's just going to be assured to see out that game. We don't have anyone in that team. You'd hope it be Kobe Minu, but we can't be expecting him to do all that when we know he's not been playing games. So it's a weird one. Oh my god.
All right. I mean,
I feel your pain, brother.
All right. So the boys are off to Africa for the African Nations Cup. What we left with, a shell of a side. I mean, the players are going to be on a downer after that, are they? Or are they going to feel positive?
If they feel positive, then they should be coming around to our houses so we can all slap them one by one and be like, no, that is not a positive
What about,
result.
how do you think Kobe Mainoo's feeling then? He came on a bit earlier today, didn't he?
I think
The same.
he's gone.
He hasn't got no feelings left, Yabba, to be honest. He hasn't got nothing left.
And
Did you see when Amram was talking to him on the touchline, giving him instructions?
He took no notice.
It doesn't help, and it doesn't help him.
Yeah.
It probably does him like more negative being in a game like that and being on the out, on the other side of a 4-4. We didn't win the game, and he's come on early. If that makes sense, that Amram probably use it as an excuse now.
Yeah.
He's so talented, though, isn't he? I've saw some of the play from Kobe Mainoo during the game, like when he did come on, just linking up, 1-2s, give and goes. It's basic, simple stuff, but it's so effective. He does it so well, doesn't he?
Well, the issue is, we see that Amram doesn't. Amram doesn't rate him. Kobe Mainoo's gone in January. If he's not, I'll be shocked.
Well, didn't you hear the
Kobe
news
Mainoo's
today, Colin? They said that we're going to refuse to let him go. And then Amram said in the press conference, he said, it's unfortunate because Kobe plays in the Bruno position and he can only be Bruno.
He didn't come on in the
Then he
Bruno
brings him on
position.
Casemiro.
He said he campaigned the Casemiro role. He said he
Don't.
campaigned the Casemiro role for the first
Oh,
time.
did he?
You
Oh, I missed that.
know what?
Sorry.
He's an arse. He's an arse. Amrin's a dickhead. Amrin's a fucking dickhead. He's under pressure now because he's not going to get a player in, and we're going to lose a fucking player. Yeah, that's the long and short of it now. He's under pressure. Yeah, because if he could have got rid of Kobe and was 100% guaranteed he was getting a player in who he could play, he wouldn't have a problem. He's now shitting himself. Yeah. Oh, give Kobe. Kobe will probably start against Villa. Kobe will probably start against Villa. You know what I mean? He don't respect him. He don't respect Kobe. He don't respect him.
The thing is, right? Yeah, I don't believe a word that comes out of this club at all, because we're getting the whole, we'll sign somebody. We discussed this last time. We'll sign somebody, but we won't kind of thing. But we're gonna we'll get Conor Gallagher.
Gallagher, yeah, definitely, 100%.
And then guess what? Mainoo will drop down again because he'll play Conor Gallagher over Mainoo. So that he's already fourth choice now because he keeps bringing Agate on apart from today before him. So he's going to bring on Conor Gallagher before him now. So that drops him down to fifth choice. I hope Mainoo goes out on loan, does fantastically well, and then we can all turn around and go, look what you've done, Amrin. Amrin. Look what you've done. Because
but that's going to be the same with Rashford's done the same, Anthony's done the same. It will just be thrown under that same kind of category of like they've
Greenwood.
done well.
Don't forget Greenwood.
Yeah, Mason. Yeah. They've done well in a different environment.
That's why he goes on loan to a Brighton or something and does well. Because it's still same league, still Premier League.
The only way Kobe gets into this team is if he goes out on loan, comes back, and Amram's no longer there.
Yeah, because I don't know why Amram doesn't like him. I really just don't understand it at all. This is a kid who went to the World Cup. He was on everybody's, his name was on everybody's lips. He was fantastic. And then Amram's come in and gone, Euros, yeah. Amram's come in and gone, who are you? Yeah.
I just don't think he's good in the two. I just don't think he's good in the two. I'll be honest with you. I like Kobe, but I probably don't see him in the same way all of you see him, to be fair. But I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's bad. He's not any worse.
Hold on a minute. You're saying he doesn't like him, but many times when he's been pressed about it, he's always said the same thing, that he's there to replace Bruno Fernandes, who's not getting dropped. Stuart, Mr. B, Colin, Rio, that's what he's saying. So
I agree. I agree with you.
You ask the man a question, he's giving you an answer. That doesn't mean he doesn't like him. He's basically saying Bruno is a world-class player and he's going to replace him. That's his style of play. He's the second to Bruno. So he's got to watch Bruno, watch his game, and then come on and replicate that. And unfortunately, he doesn't get many opportunities because Bruno's brilliant. He plays every week. Yeah,
but Bruno's wasteful every week as well. And the amount of times that Bruno's had really bad games and we've gone, nah, come on, we need to take Bruno off. We need to change something. He's took Casemiro off and brought on Agate. And leaves Bruno on.
With that free kick.
But then at the same time,
you can't leave Bruno out of. You can't leave Bruno out.
And that's the thing. So
why are we saying
we say it in frustration. We say it in absolute frustration. Oh, Bruno needs to come off, but then he can pull out a free kick or something like that, and it's like, oh, okay.
Come off the hour, come off the man, Rio.
And come off the hour, come off the man. It's Andrew in the house. He's just picking up what we're saying, and he's saying Bruno's awful tonight.
Yeah, he was shit.
Well, I thought he scored a clutch goal, and
no, he did. He did. But let's look. I cuss Scott McTominay. I hate that cunt. Sorry, I hate Scott McTominay.
Explain, don't worry.
Because as a midfielder, if he played up front, it probably wouldn't have been an issue. I hate midfielders who cannot keep hold of the football. Whether they do long passes, short passes, curlers, travellas, Rabanos, headers, chest pass. I hate when they cannot control the football. They cannot pass where they want the ball. And Bruno does it so much time. That's why I don't like Bruno. That's why I cannot stand Bruno. As a midfielder, he keeps giving the ball away. Simple passes. On Saturday, my central midfielder cost us a goal because his first touch was shit. Yeah? If the centre-back passed it to him, his first touch sent the ball 5 yards away from where it was supposed to go to. I don't like playing him. If he's watching, I'm sorry. I don't like playing him in central midfield because he's shit. You understand what? I want central midfielders who can hold on to the football, and he doesn't hold on to the football. You know what I mean? And again, look, he doesn't track runners. It's not in his brain. I don't blame him for that. I don't blame him for not tracking runners because he's not built like that. That's not his game. I blame Amarin for playing a player. He must as well play a forward in centre midfield then, if that's the case.
Bruno's a 10. That's where we need Bruno to play. That's where we get the best out of Bruno as a 10. Maybe, and I'm. If there is a Lord above,
I know what you're gonna say.
Now that Mbuemo's gone, bloody put Bruno as a 10 and leave him there. I don't want him playing next to Casemiro. Stick him as a 10, leave him there.
Never going to
guarantee you. No, it won't. It probably won't.
I think it will now. I actually think it will happen.
No, because it'll be Cunha and Mount. It'll be Cunha and Mount as 10s. 100%.
Yeah, he's not moving him from there.
And the only way we're going to get Bruno further up is if one of them or Sesko gets injured again. Because he'll have to. Oh, no, because then again, he's got Xerxes, so he'll play him there as well instead.
Is the manager under pressure? Like we said earlier, we've thrown away leads at home against Spurs, against West Ham, now against Bournemouth and Forest as well. I mean, is this a manager issue, or should he be saying to himself, looking at the goals and saying, look, if we've got better players or people, like we said, we were beaten on transitions, Bruno's the wrong side, we've got Casemiro given on the wrong side again of the play. This is about playing the position correctly, and that's when the system works. So will the manager be thinking, okay, that's the only mistake. Otherwise, the system's working. We're starting to score goals. It's just about securing it. We've got a youth at centre back. We've got two midfielders who aren't doing their role correctly and not positioning themselves correctly. Though I can look at that and say, all right, if we fix that problem, which we can identify, it's clear, there's the evidence we saw today, then maybe we can start kicking.
Yeah, but we had a show the other day and we spoke about the defense and the goals. The goals going forward is no issue. It's the chances that we concede are the issue. But you're bang on the money. Like, he will hopefully take away this and go, you know what, goals aren't an issue. We need to just be more concrete at the back. And if it's a personal issue, we've gone with two youthful prospects at the back today, in Yarrow and Heaven. He might need to tweak that and change it. But in terms of pressure, I'll go back to Mr. B's comment earlier. We heard that we're 2 points off fourth, and he said, you know what, I will take that. So pressure, what pressure?
Exactly, Rio. Well said. No pressure.
I think he's under the pressure from some fans, 100%.
Oh, of course.
But when it comes to...
Is that including you?
Sir Jim, yeah, that's including me. Yeah, I'll say it. I expect more from Manchester United. I expect more from the manager of Manchester United, But when it comes to the people that matter, his bosses, I think they're perfectly fine and happy with him.
Interesting. All right. It's still part of a project. It's his first season. I mean, look, we are in sixth place, are we? Sixth place. We are fighting for top four, in theory. So look, there's more to come. This has been an adventure.
It could be worse. We could be Spurs fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants to be a Spurs fan. But just pray for me, guys, because I've got to go to work tomorrow after this, and I've got a bunch of Leeds fans at work, so I'm just going to get it in neck constantly all day tomorrow.
We didn't lose. You got to
No,
think,
we didn't.
last 2 seasons, they've done us 3-0 at Old Trafford.
Wow.
And they're actually they're the first team in history to ever win 3 successive games by scoring 3 goals or more at Old Trafford. There you go.
But the excuse I
Are
had
Bournemouth
last
good
year,
sides? Are Bournemouth
What's
a
that?
good side?
they're mid-table. They're a mid-table team.
Mid-table.
So are we.
Yeah.
Top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, mid-table
Oh.
team. But
All
last
right,
year,
what's happening
last
tomorrow,
year,
guys? Sorry,
last
go ahead.
year,
Callum.
I had the excuse that we had Eric Ten Hag in charge, and the year before that, I had that excuse of why we were so shy. This year, we've got a renowned manager who we all got excited about because we watched the Champions League night when he was sporting manager, and they dismantled Man City. I don't have that excuse anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
Rio,
Guys.
cheer up, mate. It's nearly Christmas.
Yeah.
I need a hot drink and I
And a
need to
hoodie.
put my head on a pillow.
He's gone to the dark side. Guys,
No. I haven't.
He's on the
I'll come away
line.
from here.
He's got one foot. He's got one toe over. We'll drag you over. Don't you worry. We'll drag you over.
I'll come away from here. I'll have a listen to what Mr. Rubin's got to say about it, and then I'll be positive again tomorrow morning. I'm sure of it.
All right, guys in the chat, thanks for joining us. I mean, look, it's been emotional. It's been a roller coaster ride tonight, especially that game, which is crazy. But we're back again. We're playing Villa next, and we can close the gap on them. All right, that'll be the talk. There's Mr. B with his dark side hoodie on.
No.
There's Colum with his dark side hoodie on. And we got the we got a jolly
Positiveness, yes.
In the festive spirit.
Hey, Man United won't ruin my Christmas, boys.
Yeah, indeed. And myself and Rio are still kind of like skinning our teeth and just enjoying the ride. So strap in, guys. There'll be another adventure tomorrow at 9:00. We'll be joined by We Deserve Better. He's coming on. And Stuart, are you available this week?
Yeah, I'm about. Just give me a couple of hours notice, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Guys in the chat, thanks for joining us. Get to work tomorrow. Don't boast up about Man United. It's a risky thing to do. Until tomorrow, take it easy, guys. This has been the Man United Agenda, and we're out. Bye-bye.